Hey, Stoners. Welcome to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a great show lined up for you today, and I'm trying to be just a little more prepared than I was last week. I was completely off last week. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, tonight, it is nighttime. I normally doing this in the afternoon, but had a few things I was trying to get done. Tonight, I have a great matchup. I am pairing a Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut with Weller Special Reserve. I think it's going to be a great matchup. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. The Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut, this particular stick is a 6x50 on the ring gauge, a Toro. It is Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan Cuban seed long fillers grown on a single Perdomo estate. And it has a Nicaraguan Connecticut shade wrapper. That was a whole lot of stuff there. All right. Now, visually, it has tight but visible seams. Uh, Minimal to moderate veining. The veining it does have is pretty pronounced. You can see it really well, but there's not just a tremendous amount of it. It is a beautiful, beautiful light tan color for those of you on the live stream that can see that. On the nose, I'm getting like kind of a rich tobacco aroma, some pepper, some like grass or hay, and maybe just a hint of leather. Now, I'm going to give this a cut. It is so dark out here, I can't even see where my cutter is. I'm not used to doing this in the evening. For tonight's stick, I am using my trusty Cassetti multi-cutter on V-cut. This is what I generally do. Very beautiful V-cut there. Now, on the cold draw, I get some hints of cocoa, maybe something along the lines of it's a taste on the palate, but it would kind of remind you of the aroma of like sawdust. There's a little bit of nuttiness and earthiness to it, and just a hint of fruit. That seems like it's going to be a very good stick. Now, for the spirit, we are doing Weller Special Reserve. This is my 750 milliliter bottle, my fifth bottle, but I have a 1.75 that I fill that into. I don't keep 1.75 sitting out on my shelf. I keep those put away. Anyway, let's move on. Special Reserve is the most common of the Weller line. Basically, it's their base spirit. Weller founded his distillery in the 1840s and came up with the idea of replacing rye with wheat in 1849. Thus started the wheated bourbon that we know today. William L. Weller hired the now infamous Julian Van Winkle, later known as Pappy Van Winkle, and that is the beginning of his illustrious career in the alcohol business. It is a straight bourbon. It is from the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It is an ongoing release. It's 90 proof, and it is a non-age statement. Now, the mash bill is undisclosed, but it is the Buffalo Trace weeded mash bill, which is made of corn, uh, wheat, and malted barley. Now let's glass a little up and see how it looks. No cork to pop. That is with Weller. Weller is one of my favorites, and that is the one real drawback I have to it is they don't use corks. Now, as you can see on the live stream, this is a very, very beautiful kind of medium copper color, a little bit of a reddish hue to it. On the nose, I get quite a bit of vanilla and a little bit of caramel, some grains from the wheat, and maybe just a hint of floral on the nose. Now the palate. I'm telling you, that is one of the smoothest bourbons that I've had. I think probably the most smooth could be Gentleman Jack. That triple distilled, it's filtered through sweet sugar maple charcoal. That is a extremely smooth whiskey, but this can pretty much hold its own with just about anybody. Now, on the palate, I get more vanilla and caramel, but I'm also getting some honey with some light traces of oak and flowers. So it's a very wonderful whiskey. Straight bourbon. Sorry, I just had to have an extra swig. Now, let's fire up this stick and see how these go together. A cornucopia of smoke and flavors. I just felt like using the word cornucopia. Now, on the light, uh, I get kind of a coffee flavor, cedar, some cashews, and a pretty good dose of spice. And then on the retro inhale, I get quite a bit of spice. Yeah, those really do blend well together. The stick's kind of a medium to medium full strength, probably airing more on the side of medium. And of course, the Weller is not overpowering at all. The uh, the vanilla and the caramel in the Weller is blending very well with the coffee and the cashew from the stick. I love it when smoke hangs in the glass like that. Yeah, those are going really well together. I think this is going to be a really great matchup. I am going to burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give you an update. That was for all the folks that are listening on audio because they haven't heard it yet. That's kind of a futuristic thing. They haven't heard it yet. That may be that may be the best Perdomo that I have tried so far. This makes like number 4 or so. And sorry, I got football on up here too. May be able to see a little bit in the window behind me right there. That's the TV reflection. I'm working on getting a new outdoor area, a new kitchen and all that, grill, new refrigerator, all that kind of stuff. I love cooking out and hanging out on the patio in the summertime and getting in the pool. Yeah, that is a really, really good stick. Uh, I'm typically not a Connecticut wrapper kind of guy. I kind of prefer the Maduros, but this is really good. It's got a really good burn line on it. Oh, wait, by the way, Sticks-n-Stonez. Yeah, got, I can't get turned around far enough. It's got a really cool design on the back too. Uh, at the Sticks-n-Stonez Amazon store. Go look us up. You can find it. Also, if you're watching this on Instagram, if you go to my profile, there's a link to this shirt there, to this specific shirt, and it'll take you right to the page on Amazon. We'd love to sell some. Hmm. Getting dark early now. Now that we've fallen back, but I prefer the fall back to the spring forward. I much prefer the falling back. I wish we just fall back and stay that way. I'm telling you, Nick Perdomo, he is a cigar master. He is all about quality and consistency. And this stick is extremely well constructed. There were no flaws in it at all I could find. Uh, the seams are tight. The veining is minimal. Uh, burn line is exquisite, and it has wonderful flavor and aroma to it, and it is really blending well with the Weller Special Reserve. Anybody's on, be sure to put in a comment. Say hello. Where are you from? What cigar and or spirit do you like? I don't have the capability of texting right now. Or not texting, but going over to Instagram, I might be able to do it. I got a lot of technical gear out here. Yeah, we're just no, we're not gonna post that one. Post that one. All right, there we go. All right, now we're back at it. It It has been very pleasant the last few days. Last weekend, it was a little cold. Uh, this weekend is kind of more like spring. Today, it was, I think, in the 70s. Starting to get just a little bit, maybe better on this side, just a little bit out of kilter there. Oh, it's a mosquito. Hell out of here. Don't need any of those. They tend to stay away from me, but I'm the only thing out here to bite on. So I was raised in Northeast Arkansas, where the mosquitoes are the size of chicken hawks. A little more drink food. I'll put in my PSA disclaimer: always drink responsibly. I forgot to say on my little post that I'm also on Twitter live right now. So, wow. Eagles beat the Cowboys. Uh, sorry. The Philadelphia team beat the Dallas team. I don't want the professional football big brother to come after me and say I'm trying to profit off saying their names or something. So, oh, I thought that looked like Germany. Yeah, they're giving us a shot of Frankfurt, Germany. There's going to be more games over there next weekend. I do love Germany. Germany's a wonderful place. I don't care for their firearms laws. I am a proud defender of that Second Amendment. They do hunt over there. There is a hunting season and there's things to hunt. But the last time I was there, 14 years ago, uh, it was like you could own one, but you had to keep it at the police station in a safe that they had there. It didn't really make a lot of sense to me, but you know, awesome beer, wonderful food, beautiful country, and this is one thing that some of their neighbors don't have, and that is a love for people that try to blend into their culture, try to speak the language. Meine Deutsche nicht sehr gut, aber verständlich. My German is not really good, but it's understandable. And they love it when you pop a phrase on them and then tell them, meine Deutsche nicht sehr gut, langsam bitte, slow down, please. Then they realize, oh, you're not from here. And they will help you. They will help you pronounce words. They will show you things. This is the word for this, that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, so they're great people. They're very. I mean, anybody that loves beer as much as they do, you know. I went to the Heidelberg Castle, and they have a beer keg in the basement. Of course, this castle is 1,000 years old or close to it, and they uh, they have this beer keg in the basement that's probably been there since the place was built. And it is, I used to have a picture of me in front of it, but now it's somewhere in Oklahoma. And that's a story for another time. But uh, I was standing in front of this beer keg, and it is like the top of it, it's laying over on its side. And the top of it is like 4 or 5 feet above my head. This beer keg's probably 10 or 11 feet tall. and probably about that deep, they like beer. They really like beer, and their beer is really good. There's not many beers over here I drink, just not like over there, you know. But I tell you what, I've been doing a lot of talking. So I'm going to go ahead and drop off now. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please keep your sticks dry and your stones cold. Please go to the website, sticksandstones.com, STICKSNSTONEZ.com. Hit us on all of the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm really kind of more on Twitter now than I am the others. I'm trying to really build Twitter up because they let me monetize over there. YouTube, I got a few YouTube channels, Amazon store. You know, go look us up. You will you'll like what you see. I guarantee you. Y'all have a good day.